Hey guys, once again I'm making a video of opening a pack of cards, and this time it's the Orzhov Aura's Pioneer deck. Picked this up at Amazon because I had some credit. I had some Amazon stuff, Amazon credit, so I figured I would just snag this because there are some cards in here that would go great in another deck that I'm thinking of. So yeah, why not? It was basically free, so it's unopened, so I figured I'd open it up with you guys. Since I just did an opening of the Transformers, I figured this would be another one. So let's, all right, let's just open it from this end. Why am I having issues with the pull tab? All right, there we go. Enchanted, I'm sure. I have never purchased one of these before, so I don't even know what to expect, but it looks like it's just a shell box with another box inside. Cool, look at that. It's got the skull for the swamp. That's it. It's a little shiny Planeswalker symbol. So this comes with this little play thing. We don't care about that. A little divider, which I collect these things because I use them in my boxes, so this is going to be good. Giant, like, filler. No one cares about that. This is the sideboard, and then we have the actual deck. So let's open up the deck. See what all comes in this thing, right? I was going to get a commander deck, one of the Capenna, Streets of Capenna decks, but I figured this would be cool, probably better, because there's actually cards in here, a lot of commons and uncommons of like sets that I kind of skipped out on. A lot of Eldraine stuff in here, which is pretty good. So we got Stone Coil Serpent, cost X, and you put that many counters on it. It's got reach, trample, protection from multicolored, so that's kind of a cool card. How many do we get in here? We get two of those. We've got SRAM, looks like there's 4 of him. He draws cards whenever you cast aura, equipment, or vehicles. So yeah, it looks like he's basically artifacts, and if you cast artifacts, and if you, well, not any artifact, I guess it's got to be equipment, but that's a lot of stuff, and he only costs 2, so it's actually a pretty good commander as well. Some lands, Caves of Koilos, of course, everyone's probably got like 40 of those. And if you don't, it's basically add, 1 generic to your mana pool, or add a swamp or plains, and it does 1 damage to you. We got Concealed Courtyard. I don't like these. I like the ones that are 2 or more lands, because the fact of the matter is you're probably going to draw these like later in the game. Maybe they're cool if you have them out like in the beginning, but if you don't, then it kind of sucks, because then you're kind of screwed and you have to put these into play tapped, which I hate playing tapped lands, but get 4 of those. And then we've got Alcide of Life's Bounty. Life Link, sacrifice him for 1. Target creature or enchantment you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. So he's a cool little creature that you can just sack for, make him basically indestructible for 1 turn. Hate, how do you say it? Eidolon, lifelink. I think, yeah, this guy had lifelink too. So whenever an enchanted creature dies, draw a card for each aura you controlled that was attached to it. So that's kind of cool for when you like loading up somebody. You can draw a ton of cards if they die. I hate this card because first of all, look at the dog on there. Look at this guy. He just looks so happy, and it's cute. And his you have to sacrifice this thing to give another creature indestructible. And the flavor text is also just heart-wrenching. So she raised him from an orphan pup and gave him a life of love, and with his last act he thanked her. I hate this card, man. I really do. Like, it's a cool card, but I wish it was like not cute and it like wasn't a dog or a pet or something like that, because I probably will never sacrifice it, even though it's just a card. It's hard. So we have multiple versions of plains. We got multiple versions of swamps. Obviously, I'm going to like swap those out because I'm not a fan of just plain lands. So let's see. Do we have any more lands hiding in here? Okay, no. All right, so then we have Karametra's Blessing. Target creature gets +2/+2. If it's an enchanted creature or an enchantment creature, it also gains hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. That's pretty cool. That protects you from getting blown up, and then you get 3 of those. 3? That's kind of weird. There should be like... I wonder if there's another one hiding in here somewhere. Nope, looks like you only get 3. Okay. And then the Cartouche of Solidarity, enchant a creature you control. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white warrior creature token with vigilance. An enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and first strike. It's not bad, but it's only cost 1. It's these that are cool. Ethereal Armor gives you +1/+1 for each enchantment you control plus first strike. So if you have a bunch of auras out there, you can get pretty... This thing can get pretty out of control if you have a lot of enchantments. And this deck does, but like you can upgrade the shit out of it, which is what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to upgrade either this deck or break it up and create my own. Enchanted creature, it's an aura, gets +1/+0 and has flying, can pay 3 and a white to return it from the graveyard to the battlefield attached to any creature. And I could do that. So this thing like never goes away unless it gets exiled. And you get 4 of them, which you could just keep using over and over. So that's pretty cool. It is kind of expensive to bring back, but I mean, it is another aura, so why not? Sentinel Eyes, there's 4 copies of this, and it's enchant creature to give them +1/+1 in vigilance, and vigilance is very awesome. And you can use escape, exile 2 other cards from your graveyard. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its escape cost. So just exile 2 cards and bring this back. So you can play it like, what, 8 times? Not bad. And this one's another one of my favorites. All That Glitters, and you get 4 of them as well. And this is an uncommon from Eldraine. It costs 1 and 1 white, and it's enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. So that, you know, also with Ethereal Armor, you can get pretty crazy with your cards. So you can see there's not very many like high value cards in there, but they're still fun. It's a deck that could be really fun to play. And here's the sideboard. Oops, bumping my camera. Get out of here. All right. This is a cool card right here. Loris of the Dream Den. Each permanent card in your starting deck has a mana value of 2 or less. I'm pretty sure that is everything in here. So it's a very low cost, low mana cost deck as well. So you can actually cast this, it looks like, from outside the game. Yeah, everything in here except for Stonecoil Serpent is X. So you could cast this from outside the game to basically put in your hand, I guess. It says if this card's your chosen companion, you may put it into your hand from outside the game for 3 as a sorcery. It has lifelink, and once during each of your turns, you may cast a permanent spell with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard. So this is like a must, I guess, in this deck. So you gotta just, you know, have it. So put that up here. Since this is a sideboard. You got Thoughtseize, which is, I think it's probably the most expensive card in this deck. It is target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards the card and you lose 2 life. So it's cool to kind of just be like, no, I don't like that guy. Boom. Get rid of him. Hushbringer, 2 cost, flying lifelink. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. This card, there's 3 of them, is your anti Elish Norn. Also anything that dies. So there's also there's a ton of stuff that's like, you know, when this thing dies, do this. Like Afterlife is one of them for Orzhov. Teysa Karlov says, you know, you can do that double, but with that card out in play, you can't do that at all. So that's kind of shuts down a couple of decks, which is kind of cool. Protection from Black. It's a human cleric. Exile target card from graveyard. So this is kind of like an anti-black, so you can't play, you know, you knock something into the graveyard, you can just exile it, so they can't play it. Dead Weight, -2/-2. It's an aura. You get 3 of those. And everybody's favorite, Duress. This card always makes me mad when people play it on turn 1. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. You get 3 of those. All in all, I think that this deck is pretty cool. I like it. Probably not worth the money that you spend on it. I think it was like 25 bucks or something like that. I mean, I don't know. Is that worth it? It's certainly fun, and I'm really looking forward to adding cards to it to make it even more fun. Yeah, it's not bad though. I am definitely switching out the lands because I don't like the lands. What are they from anyway? Let's take a look. Oh, so they're 2020 or they're Magic 2021 core set. It looks like all of them are. Okay, cool. And so I definitely have a ton of like alternate art cards we can use for that. So I'm definitely gonna swap it out. I might just do like a crazy mix of, instead of having them all uniform, you know, like the Kamigawa lands, I'll probably not do that. I'll just do like 1 or 2 of each, like, so it's like all random lands, just to make it kind of fun. But it's a pretty cool deck. I like it because it's easy to play, and it's a Pioneer deck, so you can probably take this, you know, add cards to it, make it a little more strong, and then take it to whatever store you're playing at. It's probably not going to do super well, but it's still fun though, and that's the point of Magic to me. The point of Magic isn't to like destroy your opponent, it's to have fun playing, and so I think that's what this is going to be like. So that's it. That's the video for today, and I'm just kind of happy with this. It's cool. There isn't like a ton of like crazy ass cards in here like some of these other decks. Like there's one called Orzhov Humans, and that one's got all kinds of expensive cards in it, but that you don't need super expensive cards to play and have fun, and that is what I'm excited about, and is having just a deck that's just fun to play. I don't care if it wins, I don't care if it loses, let's just have fun. So I don't know when I'm going to get to play this, maybe Friday? I don't know. What do you think, Brandon? You're the one watching this video. But now that you know what's in it though, I'm going to update it. I'll make it a little more interesting. So otherwise this is kind of straightforward. Play your guys, play your creatures out there, stick auras on everything, and then attack. That's kind of it. There's no flying in this, I don't think. So that's kind of something that I need to fix, because there's no flying. I don't think there's any trample. Well, obviously no trample because there's no green, but you need to have something in there. Otherwise, somebody could just have a token deck with like 1/1s and just block you the entire game, and that would suck. So yeah, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do and create some more stuff. I might even like get rid of the Orzhov like theme and go for a Selesnya like colors instead. But yeah, this isn't bad. Again, this is the Orzhov Auras Pioneer deck. It's all foily, and it was like $25 to $29. I know it was under 30 bucks. I can't remember the exact price, but it wasn't expensive. So yeah, that's what I got, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back with some more opening videos, probably some card packs or something. I'm not sure, but stay tuned, and might have some gameplay videos from Arena next. So it was awesome doing a quick video for you guys. Like, share, subscribe, notify, all that other good stuff if you want. You know, not a requirement. Just enjoy the videos. Comment below if you want to talk, and I will see you all in the next one.